everybody. John Van Dyke here for New Jersey Exposed. Today is Tuesday, July 13th, 2021. Time is 6:35. Well, we got another one of these hero stories. Repeat after me. Well-trained, dedicated, always dedicated. You know they're dedicated. Professional. Yes, they are professionals. That's what the bootlickers keep telling me. That's what the propaganda machine tells me, that they are professionals. But most importantly, the bootlickers tell me time after time that these people are heroes. So this is another well-trained, dedicated professional hero out risking our lives as he protects and serves the government story. And this comes out of Colorado. I believe it's on the denverpost.com. This was reported on June 28th, 2021. And it reads as follows. Greeley police officer charged with assault for using chokehold on a suspect. Well, that's a surprise. An officer trying to choke somebody? I'm surprised the title didn't read he killed him. There's the story. And there's his ugly face right there. Look at him. Probably a psychopath. There he is, another well-trained professional. Well, let's find out what he did, because I haven't read the whole story. A Greeley police officer faces felony assault charges after... Now, this is what's great about this story, which is why I'm reporting it. Greeley police officer faces felony assault charges after two of his fellow officers reported he used a chokehold on a man he was arresting on a warrant. So to those two police officers who did some good officers, thumbs up, clap to you. So I just want to hear more stories like this where good cops are standing up and doing something, because too often you hear me calling them wussy cops because they don't say nothing, they don't stand up, they don't take that chance. And the meanwhile, crap goes on. These cops stood up, they said something, and now this bad cop is going to get weeded out. And weeding these bad cops out will make the good cops' job easier, and it will make us want to like police again if that's possible. Because there's just too many bad stories out there. But I want stories where good cops are turning in bad cops. Those are stories I really want to be reading about all the time. Weld County prosecutors on Monday charged Officer Ken Amick with felony strangulation in connection with the arrest earlier this month of a man who threatened to burn down a municipal building. Well, I don't think you should be burning a building down. You're hurting the taxpayers. Colorado legislatures in June 2020 passed a law that bans law enforcement from using chokeholds. Well, you mean bans them from using chokeholds when there's a camera present or when there's a good cop present. Any other time, you feel free to use it. Amick learned the man was wanted on a warrant and took him into custody in the lobby of City Hall, according to the release. As Amick walked the man out of the building, the man became agitated and complained of his handcuff wrists hurting, police said. Now, for some of you who have never had handcuffs on you, I've had handcuffs on me, yes. I was picked up for child support once. And they put those handcuffs on you, and if they're on tight, man, they hurt. They hurt the bone on you. Officer Amick suddenly placed the man into a chokehold. Well, of course, he was in the handcuffs. He would have never done it if the man didn't have the handcuffs on, right? So that shows you what a tough guy this Amick is. The news release states, after several seconds, the man showed ill effects from his hold while being placed on the ground. A second officer attempted to intervene during his initial encounter. Uh-oh, what happened here? The man recovered from the chokehold and continued to walk to a patrol car. Amick then used knee strikes against the man's legs after the man tried to grab his hand, the release states. The man, as well as two other Greeley police officers, told police supervisors that excessive force was used during the arrest. I'm going to say it again. I am so glad, so happy to hear that two officers had the what is the word? The courage and the integrity to report this asshole cop, this blue zero hero. Because if he's done it then, he's done it before. These things just don't happen overnight, and they're not isolated incidents. Greeley police investigated the incident and found there was probable cause that Emmett committed a crime, according to the news release. Yeah, I would say so. The victim said so, and 2 officers said so. I think so. Interesting, because now these officers will have to testify against him. They refer the case to the district attorney in Colorado. Class 4 felonies like the one Emmett faces are punishable by between 2 and 6 years in prison. Well, we know he'll never go to prison. And fines up to $500,000, and the taxpayers will have to pay for the civil liability judgment because this happened. I know I'm making these things up. I've been doing this lately, but that's what's going to happen. There's going to be nothing out. No, this is Colorado. Colorado did away with that, didn't they? With the qualified immunity. If that's the case, then this cop is going to get sued personally. But as far as I know right at the moment, the town's going to have to pay out on that one for a little bit. Because if he gets convicted and these officers have sworn statements, that's all you need in civil court. Remains with Greeley Police Department, but is on unpaid vacation leave, according to the department. He joined the department in 2006, was awarded a Medal of Valor. And, oh, jeez. More awards. These awards mean nothing to me. Absolutely nothing. I'm sure the lawyers will be pulling that lawyer. Oh, look, he's a great cop. He just had a lapse of moment, a lapse of judgment. He's so sorry. Okay. Well, the goodness in the story, 2 cops stood up to this bad cop. Hopefully this cop's going to get fired. I got a feeling they're going to make a deal and he's going to resign, and maybe the charges will get dropped down to simple assault, something like that. You know that's going to come. This cop is not going to spend 1 day in jail. Though I think, in my opinion, I think he needs to spend about 60 days in the pokey and lose his job and not be able to become a police officer again. And he should be, if there's a lawsuit, which there should be one, that it'll come out of his pocket. In the town, the city should not have to pay for this, because the city did, 2 officers, 2 personnel employees of the city stood up and did the right thing. So I don't think the taxpayers should have to bear the burden of this one. All right, we'll put the link in the description. I don't know if I showed you. Yeah, I did show you the picture. I'll put the link in the description. You can read the story yourself. As always, let me know what you think in the comments section. Bootleggers, please feel free to chime in. I encourage bootlickers. From now on, this is an open invitation to bootlickers. I want you to chime in and explain to me where I'm wrong in the reporting of the story. I want you to rewrite the narrative for me so that we all can look at this the proper way, because I'm sure every story I do about these cops, it wasn't their fault. I'm sure it was the suspect, the victim that was at fault.
Make sure it sound right, boys.
Cooperating, complying, this would have never happened. Isn't that what you're going to say, bootlicker? Lickers, you LEO glorifiers, enablers, bad cop enablers. Till next time, people.